just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carry here for Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Lance to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 44, Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do something. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 43 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense. But on game day, they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw it. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open right side, complete to Rager. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the 1st half of play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lance. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack on first down, Cousins going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now Cousins on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Cousins on first down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They dropped it for a second straight play. That second down play nets a -4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They begin the, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security. More often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Cook now off the read option. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Lance now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Play fake. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, here's Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause pass by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Reagor, 44 yards. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Got incompletions on their first two throws, has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
Cousins now. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Now Cousins. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to the ground, Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to swell the lead to 6. Joseph's got it, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, right back to Gibson. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Lance back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Cousins is going to take this one down to a knee and end it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. What a finish in this one, Charles. Here, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Vikings, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next